So I grew up in a Christian household, and I went to church until I was in the 5th grade. And in the 5th grade, my mom got pregnant. She was going to have a little baby. So I was super excited because I was the only child at the time. And basically, she had a lot of problems. She was in and out of the hospital. And the last time she was in the hospital, my little sister was born. And she passed away after a day. And like that was the first time pain I ever felt. I was hanging around older kids, so I started vaping. I started smoking. That was my coping mechanism. And in the 8th grade, my uncle was like a brother to me. We grew up together. We hung out together. Like we would do everything together. And he was shot and killed. He was taken away from me in an instant. And so that was like the rock bottom. That was like the worst type of pain I had ever felt. And so I was vaping, smoking, drinking, hanging around bad people. I was getting in trouble at school. I tried to take my life like a dozen times. I was cutting myself. I had depression and anxiety. And like this stuff felt like it was never going to go away. And in the 9th grade, we were looking for a new church because we stopped going after my little sister passed away in the 5th grade. So we were looking and we found one. And so we were going for 6 months. My mom would force me to go to church for 6 months. I would just be sitting there. I wouldn't like learn nothing or nothing. And after those 6 months, there was this thing called the Lift Tour. It was a Christian event that my mom forced me to go to. And I went not thinking nothing about it. And the first night I didn't hear a word the preacher said, but we're all praying. He said, if you haven't given your life to Jesus Christ and you'd like to do so now, raise your hand. And at that moment I felt something tell me to raise my hand. So obediently I raised my hand and I gave my life to Jesus Christ. I stopped vaping, smoking, drinking, hanging around bad people, stopped getting in trouble at school. He took away I wasn't suicidal anymore, took away my depression, anxiety. I explained my old life like a cup with a hole at the bottom. So I would run to these things and it would fill up my cup, but it would drain out because there was a hole at the bottom. The only thing that could fill that hole was a relationship with Jesus Christ. So I want to encourage you, like, dive in a relationship with Jesus Christ. And if you'll have one, like, go deeper in it, because, like, imagine he came back tomorrow, I wouldn't want you to regret what you didn't do today. Can I pray for y'all? All right. Dear Lord, I want to pray for this group of people. I just pray that you continue to transform their lives, God. I pray your love, your peace, and your joy would just overwhelm them right now in this moment, God. I pray that you would just allow it to be a light in their communities, God. I pray that you would pour out into them, and they'd be able to pour out into others, God. I pray that you give them courage, your boldness to be bold about their faith, and it's in my name I pray. Amen.